back. You should be saying that to me because I've been gone for a while now. But I'm back. I am wearing a shirt, okay? Let's just get this. But I'm back, and I decided that it's been a minute since I've made a video, and there is reason behind it, okay? I'm not gonna be like, I was in a dark place, I was trying to find myself, and no. I was just kind of like trying to figure out what I should do, and I have a couple videos coming out soon, but there won't be, like, the one that I'm really excited for will not be coming out until like the end of this month. But I promise it'll be worth it, because hopefully you'll like it. Hopefully I get good content, and yeah. But
Hey.
miss me? No, I know you didn't, because you would have asked me to hang out by now. Just kidding, just kidding. The 4th of July passed. It is now July 7th, so we are in the first week of July as I'm recording this. And I have to say, my July 4th was horrible, and I absolutely hated every second that I spent doing anything that day, except for like when the clock struck midnight, okay? Because I was sitting on my bed waiting for Stranger Things to come on. I only watched 3 episodes, but I finished it. Amazing, iconic, 10 out of 10 recommend, loved it, phenomenal, spectacular, mind-changing game, everything. Made me cry.
Not a lot.
But I did. Anyway, enough with the nerd crap. I am going to be talking about my horrible 4th of July from the very beginning to the very end. But in order for you to understand how horrible my 4th of July was, I have to bring up last 4th of July. So, last 4th of July, I spent it with my cousins. My brothers were not around. I think they were in Arizona. But I spent it with my aunt, my uncle, who I say is my dad, because he's the only father figure I have, because my real dad's still getting milk, apparently. But my aunt, my uncle, my cousin Julius, who we call Jules, my cousin Kara, and my cousin Rick, as well as my cousin Demarie, but we call him Mar. Anyway, and my cousin Kara's friend, Danielle. Anyway, we were having a good time. We were all getting along. My cousin Jules decided it would be a good idea to throw rocks, and so they started throwing rocks at each other, like idiots. And we kept telling them, like, don't throw rocks or whatever. And anyway, flash forward, they were still throwing rocks. Jules threw one rock at Demarie, my cousin Mar. Jules threw rocks at my cousin Mar, and it hit his tooth. He chipped his teeth like that, and it's all bad. Family was separated into like 2 teams. In the end, we all got together and it's fine, but it was just not good of us because we were all just like not on the same page. I don't look like a crackpot right now, do I? It wasn't that bad, but it wasn't the best. I definitely still had fun because we kind of recovered it after the fact because we stayed at my aunt's house after the 4th of July. But yeah, so this year, we usually go to the lake because we aren't allowed to go to the pool anymore. We're only allowed to have a certain amount of people, and our extended family is pretty big. So we usually go to the lake, and we usually alternate. And so this year we went to Woodward. I think last year we went to Jacob Myers. We usually don't have a problem going to these lakes, and we always go on holidays and hot days. And this was our first time actually going to a lake since the summer has started. So it was kind of, you know, weird. But we get to the point where it was like literally the last minute was planned, like the day before. So I really thought I was going to be sitting here watching Stranger Things all day. And I got adjusted to the idea, but I wasn't too happy about it because even though I really wanted to watch it, I still wanted to spend some time with my family. Find out we're going there, and I was like,
Yes.
Anyway, oh my god, stop crying, bitch ass pussy. Anyway, so we usually have my aunt, who I went to 4th of July with last year, go early and save us a spot, and then we all meet her there, and everything goes swell and grand and dandy. But she is pregnant. They weren't really up to waking up early, and so everybody understood because they've been doing it for the past 4 years. So my mom was like, me, I'll do it. And of course I was like, oh my god, we really have to wake up early and like do all this for this ungrateful ass family? Like, they're not gonna appreciate it. They're just gonna come, eat our food, and leave. Like, but I just was like, whatever, at least we're going. Come to find out, the day of, so I stayed up to like at least 1:30 in the morning, maybe 2, because I was watching TV. But I promised I wasn't gonna watch all of it because I knew that was gonna take at least a day, like all night, and like half of the regular day. So I knew not to do that. I only watched 3 episodes, and that's when I was like, oh, okay, good one. So I got the minimal amount of sleep, but it was still okay. It worked for me anyway, because I've been getting good sleep all summer, so I think breaking the pattern just at least once was okay. But don't do that. I wake up, and my mom's like getting all this stuff ready, and she told me to like hose down the ice chest, and the water was so cold. I had like woken up 3.2 seconds before, so I'm out there cleaning it in my freaking sandals, and it's so cold. But I managed. Anyway, as I'm out there doing all this stuff for my mom, she's like, okay, your aunt's gonna come get you. Make sure you guys are ready and you have your bag packed. I'm gonna go. You'll meet me there. And at first I was like, that's stupid, just take us with you. But then I saw her car and it was really filled with stuff, so I was like, okay. But still stupid. Like, it would have been better to just taken us. And knowing, even then, before I knew what was going to happen, I knew that was kind of a dumb idea. Knowing what I know now, that was the dumbest idea ever. Anyway, so I wake up my other brother, because my other one was already awake, and we just start getting ready, and they got ready fairly easy. So we're just sitting there waiting for my aunt to come. I was going to watch TV, because I wanted to, like, at least get in one more episode of Stranger Things. But I figured if I started, she'd probably come, and then I wouldn't be able to finish the episode, and I would get mad about that, so I just didn't. I just let my brothers watch stupid YouTubers that play, like, Minecraft, Roblox, and, like, Fortnite. So they were watching it, and after a certain amount of time, I was just, like, on my phone, and I started getting so tired. And I didn't want to fall asleep because I knew she was going to come, like, as soon as I did. I fell asleep anyway. I just sat there, and I waited for her to come. And she finally did. And so we all piled into her car, and we started driving. It was already about like 11 or so. This is the usual time people would start going on a normal day. On a holiday, it's not the best decision considering a lot of people want to go crowd around there. Anyway, my brothers are getting on my last nerve. My aunt asked, what kind of music do you guys want to hear? And I was like, I don't care, because I was on my phone, and I thought, oh,
I'm going to be able to wait, and the drive won't even be that bad, so I can just use up my phone battery while I'm here instead of keeping it charged and using it.
Like an idiot. Of course, my phone was already at 72% as soon as I hopped in that car, so I was doomed from the very beginning. But my brothers were like, oh, I want to listen to O-Town Road, I want to listen to Second Mode, I want to listen to Mobile, like all these stupid songs. And I was just like, no, nigga, no. But of course, she played it for them. And then we went to go pick up her friend, who we soon learned his name is Thomas. A very cool guy. But he's Christian, so I don't know if he's going to last with us. I mean, we're all Christian too, but he's like a Christian. Anyway, so we're driving in the car, and my brothers are starting to get rowdy. They are seeing stupid comments. Really just said, what the? They are being loud, being obnoxious, being annoying, and fighting each other. And I'm not in the middle. Thank God I wasn't in the middle, because I would have killed somebody. I was on the edge, like at the door, and I was about to bust over and bop them all upside the head, like I was so ready to kill them. Like, I kept telling them, stop, shut up, cut it out, stop acting up, I'm gonna tell mom. Of course, the little bitch asses didn't get it. Like, I'm gonna tell mom on you, because you said a bad word. Like, nigga, what did I say? You said shut up. Like, shut the fuck up. I'm about to beat the fuck out of you. I'll beat the fuck out of you. Like, punk ass bitches. Anyway, come to find out, they had to have snorted cocaine and ate a bunch of sugar before they got in that car when I was asleep or something. I don't know. But we are driving, and it's starting to get hot. And it's starting to stink. And by stink, I mean you could smell cow manure. Disgusting. And my brothers are still acting like idiots. My phone is now at 20%. And I have no source of entertainment. I'm also really tired of being in this car because even though it's the air conditioned and all of that, you don't want to be sitting in the same place for more than like an hour at max, and we'd already been there for an hour and a half. We finally get there, and there's this line that goes on for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles. And I was like, oh hell no. I was like, are you kidding me right now? Like, this is what it's come to? This is my life right now? Like, I was like, I should have just played sick, or I was like, I wish I was home already. Like, I was already done, and the bad things hadn't even started yet. So I keep scolding my brothers for acting like little punks, and of course they don't care. I was like, you stupid ass heifers, like you guys are fat pig. Anyway, I just pushed it off, and I eventually just got in the ready position to start taking a nap, and we started trying to contact our mom, my mom and my aunts, everybody that was already there, to see if they could like manage to let at least us kids in, because our mom was already in there, so maybe they would like be like, oh, it's okay, you guys are, yeah, and we would have the validation and everything. But there's no service out there, and my phone was almost dead, so I was pretty much using all of my battery and everything just trying to contact her. And of course, there's no service over there for them either. So they weren't picking up, they weren't answering, they weren't getting the calls, nothing was going through, neither were the messages or anything. So we're sitting in my car, and we find out that my Aunt Christine, who has 4 children and has a minivan, was a couple in front of us. So my aunt drove up to it. She said, you guys are gonna ride with her. She's lucky she has a van, because if she didn't, we'd be in deep shit. So we get in the van, she pulls off and she goes. We don't know where she goes, and we don't see her until later. We get in my aunt's car, and it's already breaking, like hell is already breaking loose. My 1-year-old cousin is bawling his eyes out, and I try and like give him his bottle, and he just throws it. I try and give him a pacifier, and he just throws it. I try to like talk to him, be nice to him, but he hates me. So it obviously isn't working. He's just bawling, and I'm just like over it. Like at this point, I just wanted, like, there was a major stick up my ass, and I was ready to get it out. Never said that about myself. Anyway, my 3-year-old cousin was hitting my brother with like this stick thingy. You know those stupid toys where they like I don't know. You like collect water in it and you squirt it out. She like had it flow out, and she was hitting her little brother and my brother on the head with it. I was like kind of applauding it, but I also got annoyed with the sound of it going like that was annoying to me. And my little brother's like, ow, 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 ow. I'm just like, shut the fuck up. Like, he was fucking annoying as fuck that day. I swear to God, I wanted to body slam him and like get his face and boom, boom into the concrete. But I'm not a violent person like that. I don't know where that came from. But yeah, and then my cousin next to him kept screaming. I don't know why. He's not like, I don't understand why he was screaming. He just kept screaming his name. Of all the things to scream. Of all the things to scream. He could have been like, yay, or kill me, or run me over, hit me with the bus, or shut up, Ty, like, no, anything. But he was like screaming his name, which I found dumb. But he's only like 4, so I didn't say anything about it, but I was just like, okay. And then my brother like squished up in the front seat with my cousin, and they were playing Fortnite. They were I just lost hope in them that day. I think I really did. And my aunt was sitting there trying to contact her sister, her twin sister, who's my aunt, and my mom, and everybody that was already there, and trying to get a hold of them, and she finally did. And I was like, thank God. And we found out that they were waiting at the front where you enter, but no, they weren't letting anybody in. They weren't even going to let people's kids in, because they asked about us, like, oh, can we let our kids in? They're out there. You don't even, like, and they said no. You had to wait a whole hour before they could start considering letting people in. Not even actually letting them in, considering it. I was like, I'd rather go home now. I'd rather be locked in a crazy asylum. Like, that's probably where I belong after today. But it was just annoying. I was like, I kept telling myself, count to 10. But every time, like, I counted to at least 1,000. But anyway, my aunt is on the phone with her sister, and they're like trying to talk, and apparently there was a worker lady who was like all smiling at people and talking to people and being all friendly and happy and just all this and that. And my aunt was like, you're fucking useless. And she was like, you guys are so bad at your job. Like, you can't even tell the poor people online that are sitting out in the hot sun, that are trying to spend a nice time on their holiday, that they should probably go back and not waste their time here. But you're too busy smiling at people and letting people, like, not letting people in and da-da-da-da. She was like motor mouth, blah, 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 like she was going off. And I was like, and that wasn't even like the best part though, because then she was like, excuse me, ma'am, you're not allowed to talk to me that way. If you want to keep talking like that, then we have to kick you out. And she was like, you can kick me out. She goes, I'm gonna go get the manager. She goes, you can sure as well tell him to give me a refund while you're at it. And I was like, anyway, so sometime after that, the phone call hung up. Still, everything is going on in the background. Kids are crying. I'm yelling at the kids. My brother's still yelling at the phone because he's playing Fortnite with my cousin and also stalking his Instagram and his ugly girlfriend. And my cousin's screaming. My other cousin's hitting my brother's, and my brother is crying about it. And by this point, my brother's sitting in front of me. He like stood in front of me as we're sitting in line in the car. And I was like, you better get the fuck away from me, little boy. I'm gonna get the fuck out of you. And he was like, no. I don't know how to describe this without looking stupid, but I'm sitting here. Ow. Okay, this is how I'm sitting. Now imagine a retarded, I have my hands on my lap, okay? My phone's like in my back pocket. Imagine a curly-headed, ugly little bastard standing like about this tall in front of me, and he like brought himself back to purposely hit me because I was like yelling at him, and he freaking broke my nail. The first one. I don't want to explain how angry I was at that. Like, that's what set me off and made the day, like, it brought it down. I was like, I still am upset about it, to be honest. I took him off, obviously, but, like, I was like, it wasn't even, like, to the point where I could, like, glue it back on and pretend like it didn't even happen. Like, he cracked it. So, it was my thumb. He cracked it so that there was still like a small stupid section of it still on my nail. And it was just sitting there, and he was like, I was like, are you kidding me right now? And I was like, I hate you. I mean, I don't know if I feel bad for saying I hate you. Like I said, I was sorry, because I knew I was overreacting a little bit. But, I mean, anyway, oh God, I'm so terrible. I was so mad, and I was like, get back there, don't even look at me, I'm gonna kick your ass. I was like, I was going off. I didn't even care. I was so over it, and my thumb hurt so bad. And then my aunt was talking to this dude that works there. He's like the security or something. He's like an officer, sheriff dude, hickey. And he's standing there, she's like asking him a bunch of questions. She's like obviously getting irritated, and he's just like telling her the truth, but also it's pretty annoying because they said they had like a weight capacity or something like that. But we never heard about that when we were going in previous years, so it just sounded like bullshit. Anyway, so we, she gets annoyed. She's like raggedy ass, right? And there's these like Mexican ladies in a van. You could tell it's like these two daughters and their mom. And she was like, excuse me? You talking to my mom like that? And I was like, she wasn't even talking to you, bruh. Like, she just didn't want to let you cut in. She would never say that. I probably would, but she didn't say that like that. And she was like, you want to talk about my mom, you fat bitch? And just stuff. And I was just sitting there like, is she for real right now? Like, sis, check yourself. And she was like, going off on my aunt. I was like, you know what, you stupid ass, crusty ass motherfucking bitch. She's like, bring that ass here. I'll fucking, you don't think I will get out of this car and beat the fuck out of you just because I have kids with me? And I was just like my eyes were like, I was trying my best not to laugh. I don't know why, but when people argue with random strangers, I find it so funny. Whenever my grandma or my mom gets road rage, I'm just like, like, it's too funny to me. So then at this point, the sheriff was like, ladies. My aunt got out of the car and started going up to her window, yelling in her face. Do not do that! No, you don't! She was being that. in your face. And I was just sitting there like, kind of thing. And I'm just listening to them. Why are you? She's like, you know what? Get the fuck out of the car. I'll beat the fuck out of you. Like, just because I have kids, I won't beat your ass. I'll do it right in front of them. And I was just like, children, no. And she was just like, oh Lord. I could not stop laughing for some reason. And he was like, ma'am, get away from the car. Get away from the car. And my aunt's over here like, you fucking bitch, I'm fucking up, fuck you. And the other girl like cussing at her in Spanish. Obviously my aunt didn't know what she was saying, but I kind of caught some of it and I was just like, and eventually the Mexican girl pulled off and my aunt got back in the car and she's like, that raggedy ass bitch. Like she just kept saying that. And we pull up and my aunt's on the phone with my mom. She's like, why can't you guys just give us your receipt and let us sneak in? Like, it's not even that hard. And my aunt was like, you know what? I'm done. She's like, do you have a key to your house? I was like, no, but I know another way in. She's like, perfect. We're going home. I was like,
Jesus is a friend of mine. Jesus is my friend.
thank you. Praise Jesus. And then she was like, you know what? No, I brought you guys all this way. We're not doing this. And she turned around after the fact that she had turned around to take us home. She turned around to bring us back. We hadn't even went that far. She pulled up to the parking lot and there's like a barbed wire fence there. And there's like a road where cars pass so they can like see us. She was like, we're gonna sneak you in. Anyway, so my brothers and I grabbed our bags as well as my cousins getting out. And my mom came and we climbed up this steep dirt mountain that I almost fell down. Watched my cousins fall down a couple of times. Didn't laugh because I was still very mad. Snuck under it. Almost got cut, but because I broke my back. I didn't get caught, but my cousin, she got caught. And I was like holding all my bags. And my mom was like, get her out. And I was like, what? No. But I did anyway. And so then my aunt was like, you can take all my kids. I'll come and get them myself, but I'm not coming here. And I was like, ooh, okay. All right then. So my mom was like, okay, I'm going to talk to your aunt. Go find your uncle. You'll see him. He's not that hard to spot. That was a lie. I could not find them. And all the kids were following me because I'm the oldest. And I'm like the dumbest oldest. It was the dumb idea, but like I was just like, okay. And so they started following me and I was like looking around and it was hard because my uncle is literally the blackest dude I've ever met in my life. Like he is so dark. And yeah, I couldn't find him through all the seas of white peoples and Mexicans and Asians. Like I couldn't find him. And there was hardly anybody of his shade that I would like. I couldn't find him. My mom came back. She's like, oh, God, you're so stupid. He's over here. And I was like, okay, well, bitch, I don't fucking know. So then I tried to like explain my frustrations to her. She's like, I don't want to hear it. We almost went to jail because of this. We tried to get you in. The sheriff came by. Like the sheriff had come when we were sneaking under the fence. I think I forgot to mention that. But, you know, me being the good black person I am, making my family proud, I ran away. Okay, I ran so fast. I was like, track me could never. So I ran. Anyway, I sat down and I got a soda and I like cracked it open and we were sat there. And then my aunt's on the phone. She's like, bring me my kids. I want my kids. They're not staying there. She's like, you can keep the oldest, but I'm taking the two little ones. And I was just like, one thing after another. It's like, oh my God. I'm just sitting here like, what the fuck is this? And I'm just like, but they're here. They're like so glad to be here. And it took so much to get them up. How the hell do you think we're going to get them down? She's like, I'll get them myself. And I was like, okay. And in the end, there was no convincing her that we should keep the little ones there. And they started crying. Again, I was so over crying. I didn't even want to. I just wanted to hit them so bad. But I knew better, so I didn't. I just grabbed their hands, my cousin and I, and we walked them over to the barbed wire fence again. We helped them get under. We got some food from my aunt, and we came back. After that, I would say the trip got the day got a little bit better because I got to take care of my favorite cousin, who I claim as my niece, Janae. She's just so cute. And I like her because she doesn't like anybody but me. Especially, she does not like my mom at all. And I think that's probably my favorite thing about her. But I did that, and then there was just like this fine boy. He looked like, you know, like he had curly hair, he's fair colored. I was like, ooh, hey shawty, what you doing? Of course I didn't do anything. We just watched him from afar. He never saw us, but I'm pretty sure he was like, oh, two ugly ass bitches, I'm gonna stay away from that. I like fireworks, but I think I hated it this year because watching it was just so loud and so close. Like, it was like right above my head. I swear to God, I felt some fire follow me. I was like, I never got that boy's name or number. Snapchat. Attention. When I came home, I literally didn't even talk to anybody. I just crashed on my bed and I was like, that was the worst day of my life. I really wanted to die. Like, I was like, somebody please kill me, run me over, hit me with a crowbar, put me in a dump truck, put me in an incinerator, drown me with the dolphins, and bury me in a car. Like, I was so just not into it. But yeah, that was my 4th of July. I hope yours was a lot better, or at least a little bit better than mine. Anyway, I'm so sorry I haven't uploaded recently, but I'm going to get back into the flow of things. It's just taken me a minute to come up with these ideas and have the right time and just find the energy to make myself look okay and presentable for the camera and all this and that. But thank you guys so much for watching if you're still here. Let me know if you guys liked this video, because it is something a little bit different than what I usually do. And to be honest, I didn't really find it that interesting, but I did want to upload something. And I thought, well, this is kind of a good story. I've always been told I told pretty good stories, so why not? But yeah, anyways, I will see you guys next time, whenever I upload, whenever that'll be. Hopefully soon after this one. And yeah.
Traffic's backed up from corner to corner.